I know, I'm very late on this. I gotta find a new way to get these out faster. But for now, let's just get into it. Pokemon Gen 9 DLC. Already bought it for Violet, but it didn't really show me what to expect here. It showed the area and the new Pokemon, but I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here? Kinda hoping that what we get here is more than just a festival. I would love to see something like the Battle Frontier return, and if it could be anything along the lines of Crown Tundra, then I think I can get excited for it. Sonic Superstars. This was announced not too long ago. 4-player local co-op Sonic 2D game. I really wish it had online co-op, but it does have at least a form of online battle. Or so I've heard. The Chaos Emeralds now allow you to have unique powers for themselves, messing with the continuity for a bit. But that usually happens in this series, and if it gives us some interesting and fun power-ups, then I'm okay with it. I'll be pre-ordering when I can, but when it comes to third-party games, I'm probably going to pick them up for the Series X, just so they look slightly better and perform way better. That's just a fact. Palia, Farming Sim. It's free to play, so it's barely on my radar, but it'll probably fall off very quickly. Persona 5 Tactica. Sorry, I just don't have an interest in the Persona series. MythForce. Really nice looking visuals trying to capture the feeling of a Saturday morning cartoon with co-op, but the setting just isn't my thing. Maybe I'll have more of an interest later on, but for now it's just barely on my radar. Splatfest. Why announce this here? In fact, it seems pretty generic to bring it up here. If it was something special like another Zelda or Pokemon Splatfest, then that would make sense. Otherwise, you talked about this but not the DLC side order? Why? Challenges. Foggy Nation. Oh great, I hate the fog in Splatoon 3. Detective Pikachu returns. Didn't play the first one, it's not even a blip, and you're not Ryan Reynolds, lol. Super Mario RPG. Geno fans, your long-awaited return of this character is here! And I'm curious as to what he will sound like. I don't think it'll have voice acting, but I at least expect grunts and such. I wonder if it'll have any enhancements or improvements, and if they add some extra stuff, it could push me to get it day one. The original was great, but if that's all it is, updated visuals, well, that's fine, but I can't say I'm willing to drop $60 for it right away. And yet I'll probably get this when I can. Also, Yoko Shimomura is doing the arrangement for the music again, which does help in the I'll get the game department. Princess Peach. I need more info. There was nothing else said about this, so I don't know what else to say. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Barely on my radar. Why is Dark Moon the one they want to port from the 3DS first? Kid Icarus Uprising deserves it way more! But at least this shows that it could still be a possibility, and hopefully Sakurai was trying to get someone to make the port. Batman Arkham Trilogy. I already have it on Series X, and I got it on sale for a relatively low price for all 3 games. If this comes out for a full price, then I don't see it selling very well. I still have yet to play through the games entirely except for Arkham City, but from what I've played so far, they are great! But I have no reason to buy it again after just getting them recently, and playing portably isn't going to sell me on it. Not even on my radar. But for those who want it on the Switch, there you go. Gloomhaven, not even a blip. Just Dance 2024, ditto. Silent Hope. Ever-changing dungeons does sound nice for replay value, and this character's design reminds me of the main guy from an anime I really like, but I'm going to need more info before making that call. Fae Farm, not even a blip. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged has a sense of charm and course builder, but I don't see myself getting it, and I don't think anyone else I know would get it, so I don't think I'd have anyone to play it with me. Not even a blip. Manic Maniacs, not even a blip, but I do like getting those 3 in a row. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope DLC Wave 2. I don't have the game, and honestly, I just don't know if I really want it or not. Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince. It has the hero from... Which one is he from again? And you use the monsters to fight your battles for you. Or at least, the other monsters. Look, I liked 11, but I don't think I'm going to dive into this series, at least not yet, as those games require quite the commitment to them. So it's not even a blip. Pikmin 4. I've already pre-ordered this, and for this part, I'm just going to go over my thoughts on the demo, and it's not good. The gameplay is fine when you're actually playing it. Most of the time, I'm just listening to the captains blab their mouths off, and all I can think of is, when can I kill things with my army of plant people? If this is going to be your first introduction to the Pikmin series, I promise you it's not like this for the other 3 games, and I'm really hoping they give me more time to hear my thoughts. As I've said, when I'm actually playing the game, it's fun! But why are they giving Mario and Luigi Dream Team tutorials a run for their money? Please let it let up on that nonsense early in the game. And in a surprise announcement, Pikmin 1 and 2 launched digitally during the Direct with a physical release later this year. More GameCube remasters, that's a good sign! Not the ones I thought we'd see, or the ones I'd hoped we'd see, but still, really nice to have. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. I might get this on the Series X, but I would wait until it goes on sale or something. Vampire Survivors, not even a blip. Headbangers Rhythm Royale. Yeah, the pigeon game. Do I even need to say more? Penny's Big Breakaway. The Sonic Mania team made this, which is a good sign. But I'll need more info before deciding to make a purchase. Mario Kart 8 DLC Wave 5 has you race in a bathtub. 3 more racers have been confirmed. Petey Piranha, Wiggler, and Kamek, who is finally in a mainline Mario Kart game after all these years after being cut in Mario Kart R. Remember that? It's given a vague release date of summer with no other tracks to be shown, but thanks to the NSO expansion, I pretty much already have this. Star Ocean, the second story R. Battles in real time. Party members not in the battle can help, which is pretty cool! But I need more info before I decide if I should keep up with this game. WarioWare Move It! Pretty much the true sequel to Smooth Moves, and its Japanese name implies that as well. While these games are fun, I am worried about just how much room I might need to play this, and I don't really have a lot of space at the moment. Plus, WarioWare games don't usually have enough content for me to justify buying it at full price. But I'll probably wait for a good price before I get it. Nintendo Live, I'm skipping this part. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo, Zelda and Ganondorf. Neat, but not sure if I'll get those like I got the one for Link. And finally, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's not the new series. We finally have a new 2D series with a new style, new layouts, new things that can happen, and I'm glad it's not called new. That series needed to go away so we could get actual new and refreshing things for the 2D Mario games. We've got playable Luigi, Toad, Peach, and now Daisy. Can we have more like Wario and DK? Come on, after the movie, you know you want a Mario and DK co-op platforming game. There's voice acting? Wasn't expecting that. Updated Mario animations with more charm? Sounds great! Elephant Mario. Okay. I just hope it has online co-op. Well, I hope it gets online added in an update later like Super Mario Party did, only, much earlier. Mario Maker 2 had it, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury had it, so there's no excuse not to have it, but I fear they will try. I'm still pre-ordering this when I can. Normally I'd let the Discord server talk about what's on their radar, but I was too worried that it would just be mostly Mario RPG or Mario Wonder. That would get kind of repetitive, so I'm just gonna go over my overall thoughts. Honestly, I feel mixed on this Direct, but I think it's just because I set my expectations too high for some things that didn't even come close to getting mentioned. If anything, it felt like what I wanted was replaced, but the idea was kind of there. A port of a 3DS game, Amiibo getting announced, 2 remastered GameCube games, sort of. Right ballpark, wrong sport. I was hoping that if we got a 3DS port, it'd be Kid Icarus Uprising, but as I said earlier, it tells us that they're able to do that, or they might be looking into that. So it's possible that that, and more, could come to the Switch someday. With the Pyra Mythra Amiibo coming out in July, it felt like it was the time to finally address the Sora Amiibo and what's going on there. I've been making the joke in my Discord server and with a group of friends that because he's the last one and the ballot winner, that they would do something special and make an Amiibo for the 4 main ults and one for Timeless River. But that one would only be available at the Disney theme parks. Then I had a horrible idea and say it would be the default in Timeless River, but TR is only available at the Kingdom Hearts Hotel in Japan, and it would be canon! But I still think that since the default and Timeless River have such a similar build, that it's possible that we could still get both. Just tell us when! If I have to wait till next spring or later, I'll wait, just let us know what's happening! I know I went on a little too long there, but the explanation was needed. A rumored DK game has been around for about 2 years now, and yet nothing about DK and the crew getting another game is even close to being mentioned. The N64 NSO feels like it's about to be forgotten, and I was really hoping that they'd give us at least one more roadmap of what to expect. I'm still holding out for Diddy Kong Racing, along with these other games so I can play them online, and hopefully to try out Mischief Makers. After all these years, I actually thought we might get some info on Metroid Prime 4, but at this point, it feels like they'll show it a month before it comes out. And then the digital is available right away. I was hoping that it would have been Chrono Trigger that got the remaster, but Mario RPG is still a good choice. And the GameCube remasters. These two were rumored, but I was hoping for these two. Look, I'm very aware that Star Fox Assault Remastered is nowhere on the rumor mill. I'm not even disappointed. I was just saying I'd like to see it remastered. The series is kind of damaged after Zero, and we either need a port of Zero with improved controls, or a remaster of a fan favorite that isn't 64, and I feel that there's more they could do with remastering Assault than Adventures. Maybe add in some new weapons, some online co-op missions and versus modes, and redo the controls for the on-foot missions. It's just something to get people interested in Star Fox again before moving on to a new entry so it has a chance to be successful. Overall, I'd say it was a decent direct. Not too great, but thankfully not bad. And now it's time for you guys to tell me what you think. Was it good? Bad? So-so? What games are you looking forward to the most from this direct? Let me know in the comments below, and before I end this video, and as a way to thank you for still watching to the end, and because of how long it's taken me to get both of these videos done, here's a sneak peek at the non-Nintendo list. Enjoy! Believe it or not, the big reason this has been backburned so badly that it now needs an iron spine was finding the 10th place entry. I had always wanted to give it to the Tales of series, but since I've only played Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, Vesperia, and only the opening of Abyss, it felt disingenuous to put it on here when there were more games I hadn't played yet in the series. I decided to open up auditions for many newcomers. If I had an interest in it, I was giving it a shot. It dragged on, and on, and on, and on to the power of 10! But after thinking about it in a different light, I finally found my 10th place! A series that I enjoy on just about every level, except actually playing most of them.